A new Chinese player is stomping the US server with his Mastery ADC pick, quite interesting. Now, early on you want to play the matchup out quite passively and just go in once your support does engage. They get a pretty strong chunk into the Lulu. Very smartly, the Poppy uses the Oracle, just so Kalista doesn't weave in too many basic attacks into him. This is a quite hard matchup, that's why I kinda like wanted to showcase it. And this is where he's forced to not walk up and blast it, because that way he gonna die. So quite often, level 1 you will give up a lot of CS, just so you spare your HP for level 3. Level 2 all ins ideally, and even though it looked like he's getting very badly chunked mastery, how his W works, it can give him up to 100% bonus healing depending on the missing HP he has. So despite it looked bad a second ago, well, suddenly he's half HP. That's how magical Mastery's W is. Now at level 3 already you could look for better opportunities to engage because you unlocked all of your abilities, and notably what's interesting to point out is that because you have your WE unlocked, you can actually maximize out your DPS in every single all-in by getting as many passive procs as possible. And just check this one out. So in here what's interesting is that Poppy does flash in and does literally absolutely not a damn thing, but what's gonna happen next is really interesting. Mastery just goes in, sends in his flash, and sadly Poppy didn't see the vision in time, which would allow them to get a double kill, but sadly she didn't notice this situation in time. Now note, most of the times you want to go in off the engage of your CC support, and as we can see in here, he's currently doing his best to actually reset his Q cooldown, but once he has it, he will be able to commit. Does seem like there are no good opportunities actually to full send it into Kalista, but it seems like Poppy picks up the kill. Now, what's also great about this, that this Kalista does lose a big load of a wave. Actually, Lulu didn't even flinch after that Q. Interesting. So for now he's getting the shove, and look at the gigantic wave that this Kalista is losing. He still highly prefers to side lane, especially once he does get his Kraken. So notably once your support does shadow you, he highly prefers to get his side lane towers off the map instead of being on mid lane. Also remember, sometimes doing less is more, because if he doesn't find a consistent opportunity to go in as Mastery, he's not engaging regardless, he's more than often just willing to take the best opportunity, and sometimes doing nothing is the best thing you can do just to preserve your KDA. So keep that in mind. Participating in fights often can end up as an int. His build is also really good against Squishy, so he's going crit flex after building Kraken, so he's not going completely on hit. And just watch out on the burst output that he can do in 1Q. Basically that Kalista got one shot at there. And observe, just observe his... Oh, he actually did flash a little. Alrighty. Against double poke, strong disengage matchups, he just tends to allow the wave to be shoved in, and once the wave is deep enough, he will also have more space to run their opponents down. Now what's very important to understand that first of all, your engager has to get unlock multiple of his CC abilities currently, and then he will be able to look for more. So until then, he just like gives up every single last hit as much as possible to spare his HP, and once Real hits level 2, they can look for better opportunities to engage. I went a little bit off, but it's totally fine. He does commit with his flash, Real connects his W, and they already pick up the first blood. Almost the second kill of the game, but Janna did expend both of her sums, which is totally fine. Often it will also happen that the enemy support is roaming, and this is what he can very efficiently punish with his Mastery pick, because as we can see, he heavily chunked Mel's HP to the point where she's forced to recall or she will get died. This champion is also like really good at like baiting people in because of your durability you get from your W and your Q. Now, as much as you guys noticed, sometimes he will also really aim to just like get the kill, pick up the kill in no time, and then unfortunately the tower bugged, because that tower shot is not really supposed to kill if Mastery times his W well. And so once you are very fed, these type of teamfights are very you favored, because once people burn all of their CC abilities, that's your best chance to actually go in and clean up. So remember, in teamfights, ideally you have to go in once they expanded their CC abilities, so they will have nothing special for you. As we can see, he already picked up a really nice quadra kill. And yet again, he highly prefers flanks actually as mastery, which means that he does actually like step up, mainly when the fight is in a better position to be taken. Perfect. That is pretty nice, and once he picks up a kill, he's not looking to siege more, he's doing, yet again, a similar logic. He is just flanking from the side of vision. Because once mastery is missing, they're gonna be more confident to fight, and that's what he wants to actually punish, so it does actually set up a really good trap into them, if it makes sense. 3 items mastery, and at this point he just heavily prefers to highly skirmish. So at 26 to like 13, he often just like decides to force as many plays as possible, which means that, you know, look, you see the kill, you one-shot it, right? Like, look at that kill. That guy just got 2 basic attacks. Holy. So it's quite an escapable mastery skill once you have this much amount of crit damage. And you know what's great, guys? Like, every time you get a kill and there is no one to defend the tower, there's always like some extra value you can actually get out of your play. So every time, like, if you get to have a kill, just siege. Just siege as efficiently as possible. And at this point, no one can really stop you. Zilean can stop you, Hecarim can stop you, Stamina combination can stop you, because they're gonna get doped. So, in particular, not a lot. He does have his safety of his art to escape worst case worse. That's why he keeps sieging in this case scenario. But as you guys notice, like 2 enchanters don't really... Actually, like 1 enchanter, 1 mage don't really imposes too much of a threat. And you know what's interesting, like mastery is Q, so the reason why crit works well on me, because his Q does actually like crit and his passive as well. That's like very important to actually know about crit heat. It mainly specializes into like killing squishy champions as quickly as possible. Now that's it for now, guys. If you wanna check out his profile, his name is here. I'm gonna leave it in the description, copy pasting it, because you guys probably don't have Chinese characters in your keyboard. That's it for now, guys. Have a nice day, and please like and subscribe if you wanna see more of educational content.